it's time for Ghost and Crendor!
Crendor in the morning.
In the morning! Live. Before our recording studio audience. Recording! Wake your ass up! It's up next Crendor in the morning! Hello there, everybody! It is Wednesday.
What day is it? I don't even know.
I don't even know.
It's a day.
I
This is supposed to be our best day.
Which is why I think today we need to start with an amazing special news bulletin.
Amazing special news bulletin.
That's what you said, yes.
Yeah. I'm eating a Snickers. Snickers give us free Snickers.
As you know, last we heard, the groomer monster had taken a golden cookie from the Balson Corporation, and he refused to return it unless they gave cookies or something. I don't remember what he was after.
Cookies. He wanted cookies for like the children.
The hospital, yeah, like the children or something. And they were like, "No, we aren't going to do that." Well, breaking news today, this morning, whatever time it is, the groomer monster has returned the golden cookie. And Balson has promised to donate 52,000 packages of cookies to the hospital.
Oh!
That's amazing.
Groomer Monster, you did it!
Groomer Monster did it. Here's the best part. I don't think he's going to jail. I don't think they know who the Groomer Monster is.
They probably don't. The Groomer Monster is truly...
He's a vigilante hero, is what he is.
He is.
I want the Groomer Monster to steal other things. Other cookie-shaped objects.
Groomer Monster, you can steal my cookies any day.
That sounds very dirty.
Steal my cookies any day, Groomer Monster.
I guarantee you are maybe the third person to say that to him. There are at least two people ahead of you who are like, "Ooh, Groomer Monster."
At least.
That's amazing. I think that's an amazing story. Here's the thing, though. I only have the headline. I don't have the article, so I don't know what happened. I assume the Groomer Monster... this is how I imagine it in my head. I'm just going to make up the story. The Groomer Monster, he shows up in a giant blue car, furry car, right? And all the guys in the Balson Cookie Company are like standing at the entrance to their giant corporate headquarters. They're like, "Get ready," and they all have shotguns and badass sniper rifles and stuff. And the Cookie Monster opens the door, and it plays that song from Kill Bill, like, "Ba ba bow," right? "Bow bow bow," and then he starts walking slow-mo towards the door, holding a suitcase filled with the cookie. And they're like,
how big is the cookie?
Giant. It's a sign. It's basically a sign. So it's one of those like artist briefcase things. It's like bow bow bow. What? And they're like getting ready to shoot him, and he opens the case, and there's nothing in it. And they're like, "Oh, don't shoot!" He's like, "You want to know where the cookie is? You've got to give those kids their cookies." And they're like, "Fine, we'll do it." And then he pops up on the thing. There's another flap within the thing, and it like pops out. And then he jumps in his car and drives away, and they're like, "Oh, Groomer Monster!"
And there's like some guy like watching him drive away with like glasses on, and then he just takes his glasses off, and he's just like, "Groomer Monster, we'll meet again."
He's the detective who's always on the case, trying to catch the Groomer Monster.
That needs to be animated.
Bow, bow, bow.
If anything needs to be animated, it has to be that.
Yes, Groomer Monster. We meet again. Although he's German, so it's like, yes, Groomer Monster. We meet again. Oh, I guess you can go that way too, with your accent. I mean, I thought mine was just as good.
Yours sounds more like Austria.
Maybe he's Austrian. What are you doing, Groomer Monster? I'll break you. Bow, bow, bow.
I think this is a good time to open a fortune cookie.
Wait, why do you have...
Cause...
Why do you... This is... Alright, this podcast has become you just torturing me. Torturing me.
I got 3 fortune cookies from the Chinese food place I ordered from. And I didn't open 2 of them. So, here's our fortune. Stop searching forever. Happiness is just next to you.
Aww.
I'm looking next to me and I don't see it.
That's not very helpful.
I mean, I do have ramen, and I have Snickers, and that makes me pretty happy.
I have my phone, but the only thing on there is misery. Pain and misery.
Oh, well, We'll open another one in a little while.
Maybe it will counteract the previous.
It probably will.
Although most fortune cookies I get,
find out.
most fortune cookies I get aren't really fortunes. They're like, when you believe in yourself, yourself is what you believe in. Like, what does that mean?
I really want to get a fortune cookie. It's just like, your life sucks.
There's some guy somewhere who's like, I'm going to put that in there.
There is.
It's going to blow people's minds.
There has to be.
Just one guy opens it and it's like, your life, it sucks. Your lucky numbers are you have none. Okay, so today, speaking of food, today I was out driving around getting groceries, bringing stuff back, and while I was driving around, I heard another commercial for our dear friend Mike Diamond, the Smell Good Plumber. Now, if you remember when we first started this podcast, way back when, I talked about this guy Mike Diamond here in LA, who's like, he's the Smell Good Plumber, like that's his thing, and every time he shows up, it goes, bring. Like that's his a harp noise sounds.
Wait.
Yeah.
Was that on the podcast or was that in a Let's Play?
I don't know. It was a long. I think it was in the podcast.
If you listen to us, you've likely heard it.
You've likely heard this story. Well, so it's this guy Mike Diamond, and he does these really awful commercials. And one of the commercials he's done features this guy named Jose. Right? Mm-hmm. So there's Bubba and Jose, and these are the characters. It's amazing. So there's Mike Diamond who's like, hello, ma'am, I'm Mike Diamond, the Smell Good Plumber. And so there are these characters, Bubba, who's Bubba the butt crack plumber, and he's like, I gotta watch out for that Mike Diamond, because he's taking all my business. And that's not an exaggeration, that's the exact voice they use. And then his cousin, Bubba's cousin, Jose. And Jose's voice is like, hello there, Uncle Bubba.
Why is one of them like from Texas and the other
I don't know. And so in order to make Jose non-offensive, they say he just got back from the military. So he's been in Iraq serving. And so that's why, so he's a real American. He's a patriot. Right? And so he's like, I just got back from serving in Iraq as a plumber's apprentice. I can't wait to go work for Mike Diamond. And then he's like, ain't no nephew of mine gonna work for no Mike Diamond. I hear that ain't even his real name. So those two guys are in all these commercials. I'm surprised they don't. I know on YouTube they have one of the commercials where it's just Mike Diamond by himself, and then they have a bunch of old commercials. So he's been around a while, but this is like a new thing that just started up, I guess. And so every time it's on, you just have to appreciate how nuts it is. And so what happens is, in the newest set of commercials, Jose goes to apply for Mike Diamond. And so he shows up, and his Mike Diamond's mom, Rosie or whatever her name is, she's there, and she's like, hi, welcome. You know, and it's his mom. It's like his real mother, right? Yeah. And she's not a good actress. She's clearly just reading stuff off a script. But it's kind of, you know, it's quaint, right? It's his mom. Mm-hmm. Well, that ran for most of the end of last year. Today I get in the car and that commercial's on. I'm like, oh boy, turn up the volume, get ready to laugh. They replaced his mother.
What?
I don't know who told him to do this, but now in the commercials, it's the exact same commercial. It's Jose, like, I think I'll go apply to the Mike Diamond. And he's like, hey, no cousin of mine or nephew gonna go apply to Mike Diamond. And so he like sneaks off to Mike Diamond's, and he shows up and he's like, hey, I'm here to apply to be a Mike Diamond Smell Good Plumber. And the woman who before was like, hi, my name's Goldie. That was her name, Goldie. Hi, my name's Goldie. I'm his mother. Is now, hello, my name's Goldie. I'm his mother. And I was like, they got a voice actress to do the voice of Mike Diamond's mother. His real mother they replaced.
I can just imagine that. She's just like, I did good. And they're like, listen, you did great, but we're gonna have to like change some things.
But it's not even remotely close. It's not even the same. It's a completely different sounding voice. It's like, oh, hello, my name's Goldie. I was like, they did not just replace his mother. And the entire time, all of his commercials are about how like good and noble and nice this guy is, and how he's the smell good plumber, and he would never rip you off, and he'll treat you with kindness and respect, unlike Bubba, who just wants to get inside your house, and then they can't get rid of you. Like, that's a literal line from the thing, like, once we're inside the house, then we got him right where we want him. Like, is he gonna rape you? What is is this about? And so this guy's supposed to be the hero plumber. He replaced his mother in a commercial.
Mike Diamond. Kind of sick
stand-up
bastard
guy.
are you?
Stand-up guy. It's like, look, Ma, you ain't cutting it. Get out. But I thought I was good. Shut it, old lady. Oh, we replaced you with this 25-year-old actress. Hello, I'm an old lady. It's amazing. I couldn't believe it. I'm sure to the rest of the world that doesn't matter, but to me, this is a major event. This is up there with like replacing. This is like in Iron Man 2 when they replaced the guy who played his friend. They replaced one black guy with another black guy and thought we wouldn't notice. I noticed. I noticed that was Don Cheadle. I saw that. I noticed that.
We noticed.
I noticed.
I just went to I just typed into YouTube the Smell Good Plumber. The video that was uploaded, like the only one on the internet, it has 4,900 views. It says, Jesse Cox brought me here, and Mother of God, he's real.
Mike Diamond.
And the guy who uploaded it said, this is hilarious. I put this video up a year ago to show my nieces and then forgot all about it. Now because of Jesse Cox and the user Crendor, a ton of other people are watching it. Gotta love the internet.
Yep, good.
Here we go.
Good.
Fixing the internet one video at a time.
So yeah, that is important to me. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all I have.
That's what's important to you today.
Yeah. Happy Wednesday.
Oh wait, we didn't get to do Impression Tuesday. We should just do like an impression.
Oh, well, I figure I did some impressions there.
Oh, that's true. Who should I do an impression of?
You can be Jose. You be Jose, and I'll be Bubba. Okay, we'll do a bit. Hey, Jose. I hear you're going to Mike Diamond Plumbing.
But Uncle Bob, I want to go to the Mike Diamond.
Ain't no nephew of mine gonna go to no Mike Diamond. I hear that ain't even his real name.
But Uncle, I'm pretty sure he has a real name and his name is Mike Diamond. I am really hungry as well and want to go to Taco Bell. Holmes?
Hello! It's me, Goldie, his mother. Did you know that he's a real person?
Oh, hello, Mrs. Diamond. I'm looking for your son, Mike Diamond, the smell good plumber. How does he smell good?
Because he came out of my incredibly nice smelling vagina.
Oh, it smells what?
There was a line there that I crossed. I'm okay with it, but I just want to let everyone know that I crossed it knowing that I crossed it.
You crossed that line. You were proud of it.
Look, Goldie smells good down there.
It sure smells good in here, Mrs. Diamond.
Then smell down there, sweetie.
Oh, Mrs. Diamond, I don't know if I can do that.
I'll pay you extra.
Oh, I'm gonna go back to Mexico, Mrs. Diamond.
That's right, Jose. Come back with me. Once we're inside the house, they can't do anything.
I was about to say something really racist, and I stopped myself. I'm proud of that.
We have taken a dark turn here today.
Have we, or have we just continued on our path?
Really, this is the inevitability of the show. Eventually, we'd get here. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now we've
All
peaked.
All right. You know what? Let's go to Chop to Cop to 7 in the sky with Crendor. Crendor, how's that traffic out there?
Oh, well, the traffic out here is pretty great. Everything's going pretty smoothly. There's some snow, there's some wind, there's some fire, there's some rain, there's some hail, there's some sleet. I can smell Mrs. Diamond's vagina from up here. It is really strong. And there's some waterfalls as well. Back to you.
I don't want to know where those waterfalls are at.
I don't either.
But to quote TLC, do not go chasing them.
Don't go chasing them.
All right, now let's head over to the weather desk with Crendor. How's that weather?
Hey, how's it going? I'm at the weather desk right now. It's pretty nice.
The weather here's pretty great.
I mean, we got the air conditioning going. So we're going to head on down to a fun place that I call Paola, Kansas. It's probably one of the
Paola?
most exciting places around. A place that belongs in Florida, not in Florida.
Paola.
Paola.
What an amazing name. Hey, Paola.
35 degrees Fahrenheit. We got some east-southeast wind. What's that even mean? East-southeast winds?
I guess they're east headed southeast, or they are east and then moving between southeast and east?
How do you...
Does that mean they blow that way, or they come from that way?
I don't know.
I don't
I'm
know
so
either.
confused. Okay. If you're...
We'll
okay,
get
east-
messages about it.
We will. Okay, imagine you're the wind, okay? You're just
I
like,
am,
hey,
yes.
I'm the wind. Then there's the east.
The smell good wind.
Do you start in the east, and then you go south, and then you go back east?
I think that's where the wind heads. The wind heads in a east-southeast direction. That's where it's blowing towards.
So it's like in between southeast and east. So it's like a...
So really the wind's coming from the northwest, headed to the southeast.
It's like a parallelogram.
Yeah, sure.
I learned that in math class.
I'm not sure you did.
I learned that word in math class.
Well, we can confirm that. That's correct. Yes.
72% humidity, 30.09 inches of pressure, 10 miles of visibility. Some trending keywords are rain, wind, and snow. Some local tweets from the Paola area. We got weather bots. We got weather bots. We got more weather bots.
Paola is just a bunch of robots.
And, yeah, more weather bots. It's just, that's where the robots live.
That's probably one of those things, like, it's spelled backwards. It means, like, robot take over.
Aloap.
Aloap. That's what it means. Aloap is robot for rise.
You're just
Rise
gonna
up.
see robots all over, just like
Aloap.
they're like,
Aloap.
aloap. I'm like, what are they talking about? They know.
Rise, brothers. Aloap. That was probably the name of the first robot ever created that was murdered by man. And his name was Aloap. His name was Aloap.
Why does RG4 keep saying aloap when he scores a touchdown? Aloap, 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 RG4.
He points to the sky. RG4 points to the sky. He's like, Aloap, I did it for you. Aloap. Yep, makes sense now.
You don't mess with RG4 and his aloap.
Aloap is just another name for God. Aloap. It's
It
true.
is.
Yep.
That's weather.
That's weather.
Every time I say that, we're like off on some tangent.
All right, well, let's talk sports then.
Sports.
Really, what is happening right now? Probably nothing.
Lack of halftime show could be just one of many problems with a cold weather Super Bowl that they might have. Apparently,
That's why they never have the Super Bowl in the cold area, though.
But apparently, they're gonna have a New York Super Bowl, I think.
Don't they have domes in New York? No, they don't.
Yeah, it's gonna be at the New York Jets Stadium.
I'm sure they can find a couple thousand heaters and throw those on the field.
I mean, they play football in the snow.
Get Kanye West out there in one of his many parkas. He'll be just fine.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, it makes it more fun because they're always like, oh, we're in a dome, whatever. But now, when you got like an outdoor Super Bowl, you can have more awesome Super Bowls where it's like the ice ball returns.
Right? We need stuff like that. Dome bowls are for wimps.
Yeah.
Wimps. You saw those players, wimps. They got a 45-minute break after they had a break, wimps.
Seriously. RG4 takes no breaks. Aloap will play in the snow.
RG4 shut down those lights to teach them a lesson.
He did.
That's what happened. He was sitting there munching on a circuit, just like, nah.
RG4 should be in Super Bowl. But yeah, why is the halftime show not able to do it?
I don't know, because people are so whiny. We become soft.
Here we go.
Become soft.
There may not be a halftime show next year, as Josh Margolin of the New York Post reports. One source close to the situation believes that the logistics of setting up a stage and pulling a show off in a short space of time would be nearly impossible under inclement conditions. It's not only the acts and the singers, but also the crews that have to put the stage together.
Oh, boo-hoo! Oh, I'm making a ton of money to be at the Super Bowl. Oh, no, I have to sing in the cold. What if my voice is not prepped? Perhaps I'll have to spend extra money buying some tea before I go on. Die.
Mike Diamond.
Suck. Mike.
Just, okay. Next year's Super Bowl halftime show just has to be Mike Diamond, the smell good plumber in the middle of the field, just like talking with Jose and Bubba, and Mrs. Diamond, and then there has to be Jacoby Jones just dancing. And that's the entire halftime show.
They all parachute out of her vagina. Look out below, Uncle Bubba. I don't know where we just came from. I went to bed last night and I woke up here in the air.
And Jacoby Jones is just like flying like a raven. It's like, caw, caw,
We are gonna get letters today.
Letters of happiness.
Or from Snickers, the best chocolate candy around. Snickers.
How many Snickers do you have?
I just had the same one.
Oh, I was about to say. I'm a
But
little
now
jealous.
it's gone.
All right, well now let's move on to the big news story of the day.
Another survivalist development in Idaho?
Oh God, what? What kind of wacko is in Idaho now?
A group of survivalists wants to build a giant walled fortress in the woods of Idaho's Panhandle.
To do what?
Oh,
Because Obama, probably.
a medieval-style city where residents would be required to own weapons and stand ready to defend the compound if society collapses.
Oh my God, what is with people? A black guy becomes president and suddenly society is about to collapse.
Oh, the proposal is called the Citadel.
Oh my God, these people are nuts! Are you kidding me?
It has created
These
a
are the kind of guys who are like, I put all my money into gold and silver. Ain't nothing gonna happen when Obama destroys the country. They're the guys when we listen to Coast and it's like, be sure to get your extra supplies of seeds for when the world ends. These are those crazy people.
I bought all of the seeds. I will control all of the crops.
These are the ones who are like, no, I know I'm gonna take our guns, and then we're gonna have to go in there and shoot them all to death. God.
Well, the project would more than double the population of Benawa County, home to 9,000 people.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't double anything. No one's gonna go there. I don't know how they can project that number. Yes, we like to build a citadel fortress, and it's gonna double the population by another 9,000. How are 9,000 people gonna fit in a fortress?
Locals have many questions, but organizers so far are pointing only to a website billing the Citadel as a community of liberty. There is no leader, Christian Karodin says, a convicted felon who is a promoter of the project. There's a significant group of equals involved, each bringing their own professional skills and life experiences to the group.
Oh no. Can I just say two things? One, how come every time the people who are like, go America, I support true Americanism, right? They're the ones who, when they get to make their own towns, make it as communist and socialist as possible. Like, there's no leader? What kind of society is that? That's not America. That's not a capitalist, democratic society. We're all equals. That is straight up communism, dude.
And then if it's just like everyone living, it's not a society, it's just...
Well, I guess it's socialism. Look, it's one of the two. It doesn't even matter. It's not democracy. Like, and then here's the thing, is then they do that weird sort of like Atlas Shrugged / I can't remember the name of the city, but it's the game BioShock, and that underwater city where everyone, all the scientists, same with Atlas Shrugged, all the scientists get together, and all the business tycoons and all the smart, well-to-do people, they get together, and everyone is equals, and we won't have to work for the people who don't take care of themselves. And then, of course, in reality, they would all turn on each other. Because people... Even in situations where everyone's really smart and intelligent, some people are just going to choose not to do as much as others, and the people who do more are going to be pissed at the people who do less. And eventually, someone's going to become the leader and boss everyone around. Yep. Their ideal society is a non-existent one. That's why even way back when man was like, we hunt elk or whatever the hell we hunt, that even then, there were leaders. Like, a chieftain would rise up and boss people around. Because no one can just be like, oh, well, we all agree on stuff. Yeah. No one does. They're stupid. They're idiots.
It is. It's like when people are like, we want just a free society of no rules. It's like, you need some rules. Because, like,
right?
You can't just have, like, some guy that walks around, like, murdering people.
The 99% people, the protesters, they tried to make it so like no one's really in charge. We have a council of elders. Like nothing got done then. That's why. Like, there were a lot of people there for a long time, but it was really ineffective at getting things done. Like, the sentiment and what they were there for, everyone supported. Like, almost the entire country was like, yeah, we're with you. But they didn't get jack done because they were like, raise your fingers and wiggle them if you agree. And people were like, yay. No, that's a no-no vote. And nothing happened.
Mark Potok, a spokesman for the Southern Poverty Law Center, says, the people behind the Citadel are like 12-year-old boys talking about the treehouse or secret underground city they're going to build someday.
Yep, that's pretty much what it sounds like.
Yeah.
These are the guys who, in their minds, they're waiting for something to happen. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. None of these young gentlemen or old gentlemen, I'm not gonna assume very many women. I assume the women who are with them are like wives who are just going along with it because they're like, it's my husband. Because I would assume women are too smart for something like this. But it sounds like something where they want to play soldier but are too much of a coward to go off and join the army. Yeah. That's what I feel. These are those kind of guys. Like, oh, we're going to fight against tyranny, but we aren't going to join the army because that's dangerous.
Let's just build a big-ass castle.
So instead we're going to sit in the woods with our guns and threaten people. And be real big about it. Like, you do that, guys.
They're just gonna sit in their castle with, like, lawn chairs at the top of it, just like, hey, you, where you going? It's like, oh, I'm walking by. All right, keep walking.
I'm sorry, mister. Please don't hurt me. Yeah, that's right, you are sorry. Pathetic.
That's what's gonna happen.
All right, that's it.
Hold on, I'm gonna open my final fortune cookie.
Oh, we did promise, that's right.
And it's kind of a crappy fortune cookie. It's all like weird looking.
I can hear it fall apart. Yeah.
It's just like, I am a shitty fortune cookie. You are soon going to change your present line of work. Uh-oh.
Hopefully that's for you, buddy. I don't want that.
I mean, maybe it means I'm going to go from doing really bad quality things to good quality.
Probably not.
Probably not. I'm going to end up working at the castle.
You're the PR guy for the castle.
Yeah. Our castle is very unique. We do not have any socialist things, even though we run a very socialist-like society. We are not socialists, though, by law.
No, not at all. No.
Our lawyers have confirmed this.
They work for free, though, for the benefit of the society.
They do.
Yeah. Nothing socialist about that. All right, that's it. We will see you guys tomorrow with another exciting episode. Until then,
woo! Hello, app.